Hello everyone, friends, Easter is coming soon and the upcoming recipes will be dedicated to this holiday. I'll start with a very interesting recipe for custard kulich. Let me remind you that you can find all the ingredients in the description below the video. Let's start with the sponge for the dough. I'll heat 30 milliliters of milk to room temperature and dissolve the yeast in it. I have fresh compressed yeast, but you can use dry yeast instead. You'll need 8 grams of it. Combine the remaining milk with the flour in a saucepan and cook it over low heat. Now I transfer it to a bowl, cover it with plastic wrap and let it cool. I put it in the refrigerator until it reached about 30 degrees. Add the yeast with the milk, mix it together and leave it in a warm place for 1.5 to 2 hours. I just left it on the table. The mixture should increase in size 2 to 3 times. Let's prepare the dough. I'm using a stand mixer, but of course you can do it by hand. You don't need any special kneading here. Combine the egg yolks and eggs with the sugar until the sugar dissolves. I add salt, flour and the starter. Look at how the starter has risen. It smells so delicious. Mix until the dough becomes smooth and all the ingredients are combined, but you don't need to mix for too long. Add the room temperature butter and vanilla paste. Combine the ingredients. And let it rise for another 1.5 to 2 hours. The dough has risen well. I add the chocolate, mix well, and will start putting it into the molds. I have these paper molds with a diameter of 11 centimeters. I divided the dough into 4 molds, but it's better to divide the dough into 5 molds. The dough rises very well, and during baking, some of it spilled over a little. The dough turned out quite runny, but that's how it's supposed to be. As a result, you'll get a very delicious fluffy kulich. I smooth out the top a little and let it rise again for 1.5 to 2 hours. Let's make the marzipan glaze. We mix almond flour, sugar, starch and add the egg white. I mix it well and transfer it to a piping bag. On the risen kulich, I spread the glaze, sprinkle with almond flakes and put it in the oven at 180 degrees for 40 minutes. You can skip the glaze and just make a regular icing. Links to my videos about kulich paska and icing will be in the description. Check for doneness with a skewer. It should come out dry. Let it cool, you can sprinkle it with powdered sugar and call everyone to the table. Happy upcoming bright Easter! Let me remind you that you can find all the recipes in the description below the video. There you'll also find links to my other social networks and to my other equally delicious videos. I'll see you in the comments and in the next videos. That's all for today. Yours Sasha, bye bye. To be continued.